it's Nancy with Nancy's Nibbles of Life, and if you are a recent or new subscriber, thank you so much. I just want to take a moment and say I see you, I recognize you. Thank you so much for clicking on that subscribe button. I want to welcome back my current subscribers. Your presence is everything. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You know, 2021 is going to be our year. I have lots of goals. I know that you do too. Let me help you reach those goals with some great WW content. And, you know, we can help each other out. I have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by the summer, so the more the merrier on this channel. I have a great one for you today, and it's right on time for the Valentine's Day holiday. It's a red velvet cheesecake. I even have Oreo cookies as a base for the cheesecake. You know, you can't have Valentine's Day without a little bit of chocolate. But even better than the chocolate are the points for this cheesecake, because you won't believe it. 4 points. 4 points for this wonderful cheesecake. It serves 10, and I can't wait to get into it with you. So let me tell you a little bit about the ingredients. Okay, let's talk about some of the ingredients that you're going to need to make this cheesecake. So, because the cheesecake takes 24 hours to set, I actually recorded myself making it yesterday, and of course I'm going to share that video with you next. And I go into more detail about these ingredients, but just so you get an idea of what they are, I have some Oreo thin cookies here, the thin, that's pretty important. I have, of course, red food coloring. I have packets of sugar-free Jello, the vanilla, and the regular cheesecake. You're only going to need a half packet of that cheesecake. I have a couple of packets of Splenda, some fat-free sour cream, whipped Philadelphia cream cheese, cake batter extract, which is quickly becoming my favorite, and some vanilla extract. And you're also going to need some unsweetened cocoa. In addition to these ingredients that you see here, you're going to need some eggs and also the plain non-fat Greek yogurt. So these are the ingredients that you need. I'm going to show you how to put them together to make the cheesecake now. Are you ready? Okay, roll it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is line our 9-inch springform pan here with the Oreo cookies. And remember, I got the Oreo thin cookies. So you're just going to separate the cookie and place them in the bottom of the pan. Just going to go all around here. And 8 cookies will fill the inside of the tin pretty nicely. You want to fill them out so every piece of cheesecake gets a little bit of cookie. All right, that looks good. So that is our Oreo base for our spring form pan. Okay, let's move on to the filling. Okay, now let's add our dry ingredients. And before you do that, you want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So I've already done that. Okay, for our dry ingredients, we're going to need 1 box of the sugar-free vanilla pudding. And we're going to need a half box of the regular cheesecake flavor Jello pudding. And a half a box is just about a half a cup of the dry mix. So I've already measured it out. I'm going to add it now. So 1 whole box of the sugar-free vanilla, half box of the regular cheesecake flavor Jello pudding. Okay, the next step is to add 2 tablespoons of our unsweetened cocoa powder. So I'm going to do that now. Okay. That's 1 tablespoon. And that's 2 tablespoons. Okay, now for our wet ingredients. For your wet ingredients, you're going to need 3 cups of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm using this Siggy's here, but you could use whatever you like. So I'm going to empty the yogurt into the bowl. And you're also going to need a 1/2 cup of fat-free sour cream. And I'm just using the Kroger brand today, but there it is, fat-free sour cream. And you're going to need a 1/2 cup of that. The fat-free sour cream is just going to give it a little tanginess. And just going to get started on stirring this a little bit. And then you're going to add 3 egg yolks. Now, I'm only adding the yolk right now because we're going to whip our egg whites. We're going to whip our egg whites because it adds extra fluffiness to our cheesecake when you mix in the foamed egg whites. So let's add our 3 egg yolks. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's that. I'm going to use my mixing spoon here and give this a good mix. Get all those wet and dry ingredients mixed together. Okay, now that we have this mixed a little better, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of my extract. Now, I'm using the cake batter extract flavoring. You can use vanilla, but I only have the cake batter on hand, and I do think that it will add a little something extra to this cheesecake flavor. Gives it more of a cake flavor. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon of the extract, and I'm also going to go ahead and add our red food coloring. So I'm going to use just about this entire bottle of red food coloring because we want a nice red color. All right, that looks good. Now, of course, it's all over my hands. I have a little extra vanilla there. A little extra extract there. Okay, and let's give this a stir. Wow, look at that. Does that not remind you of Valentine's Day? Well, could be Halloween too, huh? Okay, so let's get this incorporated, mixed up well. And we're going to go ahead and use my hand mixer to get these egg whites nice and foamy. So one of the ways you could tell if your egg whites have been whipped and foamed well is if the peaks stick out. So there it is. There's a peak that's sticking out. These are ready to go. Let's quickly add them to our mix before they shrink on us. All right, so I'm gonna place this aside. Bring our mix back into the scene and just gently fold in these egg whites. Okay, we've got those egg whites all mixed in with our pudding mixture. And it is much easier to work with now that we've added those eggs that were foamy. You want to make sure that you're filling it on the sides, anywhere you need to fill a crevice, because the cheesecake filling is a bit thick. So it's not the easiest to maneuver it with your wooden rubber spatula, I should say, once it's in the spring form pan. So let's just make sure you're filling the sides of your pan with the filling. Okay, that looks good. And now we're just gonna fill it in. All right. Work it in there. Try to get it even sides, even on all sides, around the same size. Okay, that looks good. Woohoo! All right. Now, I'm gonna throw this in the oven at 350 degrees for a half hour, and then I'll check on it in a half hour and show you what it looks like. And if it needs a little more time, I'll let you know. Okay, into the oven she goes. Wish me luck. Okay guys, I just got it out of the oven. Not so hot, but there it is. It was in there for a half an hour, It's not jiggly at all, really. And I think that's because we have an extra amount of pudding in there. The recipe generally calls for only 1 pack, but we have 1.5. So I'm gonna let this sit and cool. We're gonna store it in the fridge with some plastic wrap overnight. And then I'll meet you back here tomorrow for a taste test. Still a little warm. See you tomorrow. Well, guys, here it is. After much preparation, my wonderful red velvet Oreo cookie cheesecake. So, this is, of course, a take on the 0-point WW Cheesecake, and I've actually just incorporated a few extra ingredients to make it a bit festive for Valentine's Day. So, of course, you have to have chocolate on Valentine's Day, and so that was the inspiration behind this red velvet cheesecake. Now, you cannot have red velvet without a cream cheese frosting, am I right? So I've created a really easy cream cheese frosting, and we're going to use that as our final step in the cheesecake, and then you know what time it is. The taste test! Okay, so for our cream cheese frosting, I actually have some Philadelphia whipped original cream cheese. I'm using the whipped. I also have 3 packets of Splenda, and I'm gonna use a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So again, 1/3 cup of the whipped Philadelphia cream cheese, 3 Splenda packets, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And so I mixed that together and threw it into a piping bag. And what I'm gonna do is add 10 dots onto my cheesecake to signify the 10 slices, and so that everybody gets a little bit of cream cheese frosting on their cheesecake. So let's do that together right now. Okay, I got these piping bags off of Amazon, and I was surprised how easy it is to use, and it's perfect for today. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that is 10 dots of our cream cheese. I just want to make sure I get all of it out of here. And add a little extra on top. There we go. Does that not look sweet? This is the perfect Valentine's Day treat for your loved ones. So, it is my favorite time of the video. It's time for the taste test. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, here we go. Just gonna cut me a small slice here. Got my saucer ready to go. Look at that. That looks so good. All right. Let's go. Okay, let me put this down. Well, I'll show you the inside. You can see that Oreo crust there at the bottom. And Here's the slice. You can see the Oreos at the bottom of the pie. Let's give it a taste. Okay. Get a little bit of that cream cheese in there. Look at that, the cookie bottom with the cream cheese. It's so embarrassing to constantly on this channel, but this is really good. Let's see. Let me taste the cream cheese frosting alone. It tastes very traditional. And you can taste the chocolate throughout the pie. Very smooth. I think that was a success. So there it is, guys, my 4-point red velvet cream cheese Oreo cookie cheesecake. Whew, that's a good one. You got to share this one with your friends. Hey, listen, I want to thank you for spending a little time with me today, and I hope that your Valentine's Day is as sweet as you are, and as sweet as this wonderful cheesecake. Again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Help me get to my 1,000 subscribers by summer, and check me out on Instagram and Facebook as well. I'll leave that info here. But what a great recipe. I'm so happy to bring it to you today. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.